Hey guys, happy Saturday. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon. It's Saturday. This morning I pretty much just edited and posted stuff, and then just kind of like caught up on my blog and was starting to do some blog editing. And then I just showered. I do have second day hair, so I had it up in a bun. I didn't wash it. I'm about to do my makeup, but beforehand I'm actually setting stuff up to finally do my eye mats haul. I want to post that before the end of January, and I also have my Ipsy and Birchbox as well. So I've got a lot of stuff to film, and I want to do it today if possible. So you guys want to see the mess? It's pretty crazy. So this is the stuff I bought, like brushes and some makeup, not much. And then this is like a partial of the NYX. Essentially what I did is I grabbed, a few of each thing. But the rest of it is all in this big NYX bag, which is absolutely nuts. Because I can't show like 88 eyeshadows. That's gonna take me an hour. So I'm showing a few. Like I'm showing all the mascaras and like 2 of the foundation, 2 of the other tinted moisturizers, 2 of the foundation sticks. You know, instead of like 10, 12, whatever. So it'll be very interesting to say the least. So, like, I'm going to show 4 of 88 eyeshadows. So, I mean, this is just the best way for me to do this without being nuts. And then, as you guys can hear, I'm watching Phineas and Ferb. And there's a Bedelium Tools bag. So, you know, some of these places had, like, the reusable bags or recyclable bags. So, you know, eco-friendly. Anyway, I'm going to start getting ready because my hair looks redonk. Like, it's in a bun and it's all like kind of dry. I think I'm gonna put some oil in it here in a second. Let it kind of do whatever it has to do. Oh look, it's like cone head. It's pretty terrible looking. So I'm gonna do something about my hair and I'll talk to you guys later. Guys, it's like 11:30 and I filmed 4 videos and then realized I'm orange as heck. I don't look orange in person, but I look orange on camera, so I'm a sad face. I'm going to try to see if I can do some color editing so that I don't have to refilm it, because that would totally suck. But we're going to go to Taco Bell, so I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, good morning guys. It is like 6:50 on Sunday. I am singing at the 9 a.m. Mass and the 11 a.m. Mass. I'm trying both Masses, and the reason why is because, one, I haven't been making it to any of the 11 a.m. Mass practices, because it's at like 6 o'clock at night on Wednesdays, and I haven't had time. So I just started attending the 9 a.m. Mass practice, which is at 7:30 p.m. So, oh, my lips are dry, sorry. So I've been able to attend that. So that being said, I'm thinking about switching Masses just because of the practices, but also because Tino is now a Eucharistic minister for the 9 a.m. Mass. Okay, I feel much better. I just put some lip butter on. Anyway, oh, it looks like I cut my lip. What the heck? It's all like swollen. Ow. Anyway, so I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes. It seems kind of like a little crazy for me. Like, I like the people who sing at the 11 o'clock Mass. The 9 o'clock Mass seems kind of like drama filled, because there's like high schoolers in there, and then there's like older ladies who don't like the high school ladies. So it's kind of interesting. But at the same time, like, I kind of like the music, I kind of don't like the music. I like singing the music, but when it comes to Mass, I prefer the 11 a.m. music, because I'm used to the traditional, like, 20 years ago kind of music, while the 9 a.m. is the more, like, up-tempo, new Christian rock type music. So I like singing it better than the old music, but I prefer listening to another type in church. Is that weird? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna repaint my nails, because last night I messed up my nail. Can you see that? And then I gotta do my makeup and get ready, and then I have to organize my music, so I'll talk to you guys later. Just want to say hi. Hey guys, I realize you probably can't see me. I am driving home from work, and it is 6:45 p.m. I realized I didn't vlog much yesterday, so I ended up doing some cleaning around the house and finally putting away the Christmas decorations and Christmas tree. And we ended up going to dinner with our neighbors to Outback Steakhouse, and they're pretty new to me being YouTubers. They're newer neighbors that we just became friends with more recently. It's actually the people we went to New Year's with, or we went to their house for New Year's. It's the Filipino girl on my street, and so, you know, I didn't really vlog that, and then when we got home I kind of passed out because in the morning, as you guys saw, I said I was going to sing at 2 masses. Well, I did sing at 2 masses, and it was like ridiculous. I almost passed out at the second mass. I think from like all the standing and singing, because there's so much like breathing involved, and I didn't eat beforehand, so I was like going for 4 straight hours at church, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was like dying. So by the time I got off or got out of church, I was like, I went straight home, passed out for like 3 hours, woke up, ate pizza, and then I started cleaning, and then we went to dinner. So anyway, I am back to the normal work grind. Last week was a little crazy because after IMATS, I was like so exhausted because, one, I'm not a good traveler. I've mentioned that in the past. I'm like the worst freaking traveler. Second, it was a huge time difference. It was 3 hours, and so when I got there, it was hard to transition to begin with, and then when I got back, it was even worse trying to transition back. So then it was like, it was such a turnaround, and I never really like relaxed at any point because normally I take the weekend to kind of unwind from the busy work week, and that was not the case. I had a crazy busy work week, went on travel, which is always hard for me, like hard on my body, and then I went straight back into work again, and it was just like exhausting. So by the time the weekend came, like this past weekend, I was like, I'm dying. So I ended up not, you know, really recovering until just now. And so like I slept a lot on Wednesday, and then of course I napped again on Sunday, and now that I'm back to work, I'm much more energized and I'm feeling much better now. But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm so behind on YouTube. I did film like 4 videos, and then when I went to check it turns out I was really orange. It was my IMATS haul, and I wanted to post it sooner than later, but I'm gonna have to refilm it. I might refilm it tonight. We'll see. I'm very greasy faced, so if I do refilm it, I'm gonna completely remove my face makeup and touch it back up. Or actually, I might just touch it up with some powder and concealer and then just go, because I don't know if I want to redo like all of my face makeup because it just sounds like a pain in the arse. I do have a lot of pimples, so I guess I should cover that. I don't know, we'll see. I'll figure it out. I might not film tonight. For all I know, I might do it tomorrow. Either way, I'm either going to edit or I'm going to film. I don't know which one, but I don't have time for both because I got to cook dinner and I have to finish cleaning, because I didn't finish cleaning on Sunday because we ended up like leaving for dinner. So there's so much to do. I didn't do anything on the weekend. But anyway, it's getting loud, and like this motorcycle is around me, and he keeps like driving all crazy, and he's making a lot of noise. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I just wanted to say hi. It is Monday. Hey guys, I'm like 5 minutes away from work, and I wanted to say good morning because, one, I vlogged in like the dark last night, and 2, last night I learned a few things. First and foremost, I learned that you can reach the combustion point of peanut oil on your stovetop, on your kitchen stovetop, your household stovetop. I didn't realize the combustion point of peanut oil could be achieved in your house, but apparently it can. And when it does, it literally bursts into flames into your face, and my first reaction was, oh my god, I gotta pour this oil out, and then I realized, oh no, I can't do that. I can't put water in it because it's oil, and if I put water in the oil, it's like what you learn in fire extinguishing class, like don't mix oil and water. It will just like crackle and spit out and kind of explode. So I was like, oh crap. At that point, I'd already picked up the pan, and because I wanted to get it out from underneath the microwave and the cabinets because I didn't want them to catch on fire, I should have either poured baking soda into the pan or gotten a lid and just covered it, but at that point I was already panicking. It was already in my hand, and at that point Tino heard me screaming and panicking. He came over, and his first reaction was to get it out of my hand so that I wasn't on fire. He grabbed it. In a scuffle, I tried to help him get like a mitt to hold the pan, because at this point when I handed it over to him, my hand was starting to burn and the flames were in my face. I'm surprised I have eyebrows. Anyway, so long story short, we ended up spilling oil all over the kitchen floor, all over the dine-in kitchen area, because we ended up just taking it out into the patio. And that once we put it on the floor, then Tino went to grab a lid, ended up grabbing one of the splatter guards instead. And so when he put the splatter guard on it, we realized, oh crap, it's a splatter guard, it's not a lid. So instead the flame just flew up through the splatter guard, and then that thing caught on fire. So then we took that off. I ran back inside, sliding all over this grease and oil on the floor, and finally grabbed one of the other lids, got it on it, and it stopped the fire. But at that point the fire alarm was going off. The 4 dogs were freaking out. 2 of the dogs were in the patio, like trying to figure out how not to get burned, because they like ran outside when we ran outside, and at that point the fire was out in the patio, and so they were like, oh my god, what do I do? There's fire in the patio, and the entire house filled with smoke. Tino ended up having to take some of the batteries out of the fire alarms because they weren't turning off. And the second thing I learned last night was that our fire alarm system yells fire, fire, on top of that beep, 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 beep. So you're hearing beep, beep, fire, beep, beep. And it was, oh god, it was like nuts. And I'm like, oh, shut it off. The dogs were going deaf. I was going deaf. The dogs were freaking out. Finally, we locked the dogs in the bedroom. And in the meanwhile, we opened all the doors, which is why we had to put the dogs in the room, so that they wouldn't run out the front door. And we opened the doors, we opened the garage door, we opened the kitchen door so that it aired out into the garage. I ended up using like an entire bottle of 409. I just started kind of pouring it on the grease because I didn't want to use floor cleaner, because even though floor cleaner is great for getting out stains, it's not really great for grease. And really the great thing for grease is like Dawn soap or 409. I had both, so I just kind of like started pouring it all over the floor and ended up using a bottle of 409. But there's no more grease on the floor, thank God. I ended up cleaning that up with like half a roll of paper towels, and then I went and mopped the entire area just to like make sure. But I knew that mopping would not get the grease up, and I knew that I had to use like a grease cutting formula, so I used 409 and Dawn, so that worked. But still, it was absolutely nuts. So I'm getting to work at 10 a.m. because quite frankly, I woke up late. Tino and I woke up super congested from all the smoke and everything. So yeah, it felt like crap this morning, and I felt bad for Tino because he actually burned his hand last night on the grease. Because when, oh, there's a parking spot. Because when grease kind of like flew out of the pot when we were trying to like get a mitt on his hand and get out to the patio, grease got everywhere, you know, it splattered. The dogs are okay, but you know, obviously that's not good for their ears or for their breathing, their noses, because you know, whatever. But anyway, I just want to let you know there was chaos last night, so I didn't end up cooking dinner. I ended up eating like a bowl of microwavable mac and cheese, but now I'm at work, so I will talk to you guys later. Craziness. It's Friday, Friday, I'm off of work this Friday. I don't know the song. It's that like stupid catchy song from YouTube that like went all viral, and then the girl tried to become a music artist. Her parents paid like all this money for this production, and then she like turns out to be a terrible singer. Anyway, it's Friday. I'm off work today. Tino left early this morning to go to Miami to meet his father to figure out a situation about his grandparents on his dad's side of the family. So I did not go because I have a lot to film, and it's just nuts to do weekend trips with 4 dogs. And you know, I had IMAX not too long ago, 2 weeks ago, so I feel like I need like to recover, and so I don't really want to like go rush down to Miami. Plus there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done around the house, so it's not gonna be a wasted weekend. Like I'm doing laundry right now. I just took Chubbs to the vet. I'm gonna take Chance to the groomers. Then I'm gonna give the other 3 dogs baths because I can bathe everybody except for Chance. Chance is like the only one I can't bathe by myself. He's just too big. So I'm gonna take him to the groomers. Running a lot of errands. I'm gonna go to Petco, Target. I gotta go to the post office. The Korean company, what is it called? Meme? Is it Meme Box? Meme something. They sent me some of their top beauty products for me to try out and review, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think I'm gonna do like kind of like an unboxing, or yeah, it would be an unboxing because honestly I'm not really sure what they sent me. Sent me an email. I didn't read it. If you work with me, you know I'm terrible about reading my emails. I'm that kind of person where I read the first like 2 lines of the email and then I kind of like close it out and move on, because I always try to like multitask, but then it ends up being like I don't completely read things, and yeah, so I tend to miss a lot. So I'm like, if you need to tell me something, tell me, or IM me, because I'll read an IM, I'll read a text. But if you're gonna send me like a book of a paragraph or something in an email, I'm probably not gonna read it. Unless someone's like, oh, did you see that email? I'm like, oh, no, I'll go read it now, and then I'll read it in its entirety. So that kind of happened with the meme box. Vegan Beauty Cuts, or the Vegan Cuts Beauty Box, sorry, I said it wrong. They sent me a box, but one of the products like exploded in the box, so I'm waiting for the replacement to come in. So I got those going on. My iMats haul is uploading right now. I'm about to edit my julep, and then after all that's said and done, I'm probably gonna take a nap, then take a shower, and then film. And then some pavers are gonna come over later this afternoon to give us a quote about paving a little section in our backyard to create kind of like a patio. The dogs tore up the grass back there, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And even if we put sod down, they're just gonna tear it up again because it's like right next to the door. So we're just gonna pave it. Yeah, we're just gonna put little brick pavers. We're gonna hire someone to do it so that it's like nice and not like ghetto. Cause it's our, this is our new house, everything's new and nice. So we wanna keep it that way. But anyway, that's it. This work week has been absolutely insane. It's been busy. Work's gonna get more busy as things go along. So my ability to film and edit is gonna go down really quickly, but I'm trying. And I got the pugs. I got Dizzy. Dizzy's still sick. She's still peeing blood. It's really sad. Leela is no longer sick, but she's, she's okay. Then I got the boys. There's Chance in Chubbs' cross room. And I just realized my battery's dying, so I will talk to you guys later. Sunday IMAX, and I'm leaving.
My Floridian.
So sad. I know.
Did you say Floridian?
Yeah,
Floridian.
So sad. And I'm carrying a bag, so it's all in there. I didn't even vlog this yesterday, but we got like 20 pounds of makeup, and my luggage only had 5 extra pounds, so I'm carrying this whole thing full of makeup, and half of it's in here. It's nuts.